Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Northwest Weaponry and our Day at the Range, episode 4. Today we are doing a little 32 ACP party, in part because of this gun, which is actually the most recent pistol that we've taken a look at on its own. We're going to be saying goodbye to the Mauser Model 1934. Probably. At the time of recording this video, I'm in the middle of arranging a deal, and this might be going away in exchange for something else. But that's something else we're going to hold off and leave you in suspense and just see if that happens for sure. But right now, it's looking like the 1934 is going to be leaving us. So, wanted to put final magazine or so through it. And while I was at it, I figured, what the heck, I'll just make a video out of it and bring out a bunch of 32s. So we've got with us today the FN Model 1910. Haven't seen this gun in over a year on the channel. Mauser Model 1914, of which we saw semi-recently, a couple months ago. CZ27, Model 1927. Another one that we haven't seen in several months at least, as well as the Walther PP. Another one, we saw this and the CZ27 at the same time when last we saw them in a Versus video. And then, of course, Mauser Model 1934, as we'd already addressed. And finally, Femaru Model 1937. This is another one that we haven't seen in quite a while. I'd say coming up on probably close to a year again. We've got magazines loaded for all of these, so since I've got the Femaru in my hand, and it's been a long time since I've shot it, may as well load it up. But like I said, just figured it'd be kind of fun to make a video of my 32 collection as it stands today. This is every gun that I currently own chambered in 32 ACP. So we're sitting at 6 currently. Gonna probably be going back down to 5, but then I've got a few more that I'm looking at, maybe an FN 1922 in the near future. So the collection moves in mysterious ways, but all right. Femaru Model 1937. This one's 7 shots. Does not lock open. Like I say, it's been a while since I had fired this particular one, so trigger on it's a little weird. I believe I talk about that in the demo of this as well, how kind of stiff and short the trigger pull is on this one. It's different. Moving down the line, Walther PP. This one is 8 shots, and the only one of the 6 with us today that is a button release rather than a European heel release. Again, as we'd mentioned in the demo on this one, this was very advanced for the time, being released around 1929 and having a button release and a decocker is pretty advanced. So go ahead and put mag through this guy. This one's a pleasure to shoot. I enjoy it every time. It just feels right. There's a reason that this design has stuck around for so long and is still, in one form or another, being made to this day. CZ27. Now this one we've had trouble with the spring being a little weak in the past. We'll see if that's a factor today. Didn't seem to be an issue. Most of these you have to drop the magazine to drop the slide, and that's just something that you got to get used to with a lot of these old European 32s in particular. And currently every 32 ACP pistol that we own is European, so between that and the heel release, definitely a bit of a learning curve. Mauser Model 1914, another 8 shot. And with the Mauser pistols, as you may recall, as we looked at these recently, not only do you need to release the mag to drop the slide, but you have to then reinsert the mag. All of these guns we've done demos on, and as usual, if you would like to know more about any of them, definitely check out the demos. They'll be either in the Vintage Pistol and Revolver playlist, or just scroll through the videos in general. They'll be in there. FN Model 1910. This one doesn't get a lot of range time, particularly because, again, as you may recall from when we did the demo, of which was forever ago, so you may not recall if you're fairly new to the channel, but somebody mangled the bushing on this thing, and that is how you take it apart. So I can't properly take it apart, therefore I can't properly clean it. I'm able to, you know, kind of work some, oh, safety's on. I'm able to work some oil into the grooves and everything, and you know, I can clean the barrel out with the slide lock back, but it's not ideal. It would be nice to be able to take it apart, and at this point I really can't until I find a new bushing for it. So, because I'm probably gonna have to cut that bushing out. But again, 7 shots on this one. Here we go. This one doesn't appear to lock open either. I always enjoy shooting this one, but it's really strange because the sights on this, I don't know how well you can see there, but they are itty bitty. Think got a little bit of ammo left. I'm gonna load up one more mag for the 1934 before we say goodbye to it. Parting with guns is not something that I do all that often, honestly. Generally speaking, if I buy a gun, it stays in the collection. When I bought the 34, I didn't really know anything about them, and when I learned a bit about it, turns out for myself personally, what I wanted more was the 1914, and that is actually why I'm willing to part with the 34. And if the deal goes through, for sure, I think you guys will understand when you see why I was willing to part with it, but I don't feel like I'm trading down. Don't necessarily feel like I'm doing a massive trade up either, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see if it works out. But again, at the time that this video is posted, we'll probably have already gone through with the deal, and I'll probably be posting a comment in here somewhere to confirm whether or not it happened for sure. But meantime, the final 8. Here we go. All right, that's all she wrote. Final shots through the 1934 Mauser. And I think that about wraps this video up, so hope you all enjoyed. We'll be doing more videos like this with other calibers and other setups in general, as we've discussed in other Day at the Range videos. Meanwhile, it's been Thomas of Great Northwest Weaponry, and I will see you next time.